This video is a quick overview of some of the different platforms that Discovery uses in our classes. You'll notice that a lot of these platforms are also a part of our Checklist Friday or our incentivized remote learning program because they really allow our teachers to differentiate content by pulling from different banks of pre-made resources. These are all platforms that Discovery pays for access to. So while there are a ton of online resources that our teachers do use, it wouldn't be feasible to give an overview of them all here. And in fact, there are other platforms we pay for in addition to these ones, but these are kind of the key ones that you might want to pull from for additional at-home practice if you're looking for additional ways to support your student or you're looking for ways to kind of enrich their learning over breaks. So I'm just going to give a quick overview of each of them, and then I will direct you to one other video in our playlist, which is how to view your students' IXL data. So let's talk about each of these real fast. IXL is a program, the letters actually do not stand for anything that I'm aware of, at least. IXL is used predominantly at Discovery for math and ELA. And what it is a platform that really supports students' growth. So if we think about school as both helping a place where we help students progress towards a grade level mastery, right? We want our seventh graders to be at a seventh grade level. We also know that not all students come in with that prior skill set for different reasons, and you might have a seventh grader who's more at a fifth grade level. So IXL, what it does is gives your students recommended skills that help them grow at their level. If you have a seventh grader at a fifth grade reading level, they're going to give IXL is going to recommend reading practice skills at the fifth grade level and help them grow towards sixth and then towards seventh. And you'll do that by clicking on the recommended skills. Another program that we use is Newsela. Newsela has a ton of different articles. What we love about Newsela is that teachers can choose content and then adjust the grade level of the content for each of the students in their class. The students also, depending on the way their teacher has it set up, the students also have the ability to choose an article that matches their interest and adjust the reading level themselves. So this allows all students to read about the same content, but in a way that matches their skill set and helps them grow. Study Island is predominantly used in our science and social studies classes, although it does have math and ELA content as well. We do try to not burn out students by using the same platform across all the classes, but if you need additional enrichment support and you'd like to use Study Island for math or ELA, you could. Same thing for IXL. You could use it for science if you wanted to, but typically our science teachers here don't really do that. But you do have access to this since we pay for it for your students. Study Island it's kind of you can think of it as an online textbook. It has articles that they call lessons about different topics that match our North Carolina standards. And then it also has practice questions about the topic as well. If you are doing this at home, I really encourage you just to have your student read the lessons. Please do not have them do the practice questions because then when the teacher assigns it in class, it's going to show up your students already done it. And then all of a sudden, they'll be sitting in their class without an activity for that time period, and the teacher will be in a position where they have to figure out a new activity kind of in the moment for your student while the other classmates are working. So if you do Study Island, please just have them read the lessons and kind of skip over the practice portion. Duolingo is up next. Duolingo helps students learn different languages, so it's a really fun, engaging platform. We typically use it as a part of our specials checklist, so that way students can select a language of their choice and start to learn some of the vocabulary in that language. Typing.com helps our students master their keyboard skills. We really try to push this in sixth grade, and we have keyboard covers for our students to use so that way they can practice the proper placement of their fingers without looking at the letters and the keys. You could definitely do this at home by placing a box without a bottom over the student's keyboard and encourage them to type without actually being able to see their hands, using the little raised bumps to orient their index fingers on the F and J keys. Typing.com is a really helpful site for supporting students typing speed. So that's a quick overview of each of these resources. Please check out the other video in our playlist about viewing your students' IXL data. That will tell you exactly what grade level they are at in terms of their math and ELA progress, as IXL is what we use every quarter, so 4 times a year at Discovery to assess their growth as we work towards the end of the school year.